Good morning, YouTube. I'm still at Forest Hills Union Cemetery in Piqua, Ohio. And this is probably a tree that you don't see very much of in Ohio. The Colorado Blue Spruce. Right there, scientific name Piqua pungens glossa. I don't know if that's pronounced right or not, but in loving memory of Larry Howe and Keith Weingart, given by Tony and Larry Lyman. So I believe this is section 3 of the cemetery right here. So I'm gonna cover some of this section right here, and Albert K. Wood right here, Jeannie Wood, that are buried right behind this beautiful Colorado spruce. That definitely sticks out here. Looks like some of the Wood family right here, over here too. Laura Coons Wood, wife of W.M. Albert Wood, and he's buried right here next here. W.M. Albert Wood, possibly William Harley Wood right here, son of Alberta and Laura Coon Wood. Some of their kids too, Albert K. Wood, son of Albert and Laura Coons, and Jeannie Gray Wood, wife of Albert K. Wood, daughter of Mary Emily Gray and Charles G. Miller, Culpeper, Virginia. Right here. And here are some graves that have some, I'm not exactly sure what these are called, but these are some really unique graves. Here they cover this right here. Harley Kirkwood, so kind of like an above ground burial where they, probably the body's underneath here, and it's pretty unique graves right here. I really like this. This is really beautiful. Francis Adeline Wilson Wood right here. So I believe this is section 3. William Wilson Wood III died in 1954. So I'm going to walk around this section for a little bit. Marjorie Lee Latchford right here. G.E. Yeager family. Yeager right there. And G.O. Yeager, Mary Yeager, W.M.A. Yeager, I'm assuming possibly William Yeager right here. They don't list the tree name right here on that one, but that's okay. G.E. Yeager right here. Molly, assuming Yeager family too, or Latchford, or G.O. Lee, Ella Lee, Mary E. Lee. I'm going to cover that on the next one. What's over there? Wallace, Elizabeth Legg, Margaret Thompson, Sally White Mother, Emma Hammer. I think that's Hammer too on there, but I can't really, it's not very legible. But some of these grave sites are really old. Moore, Milford, and Cayley, Bartholomew, Catherine, and Clifford. Possibly some of their kids right here. Ruth B. Arlen, Gerard Arlen. So obviously wife and son of them are, yeah. And here continues more of their graves. Goldie Bartholomew, possibly an Italian name if it ends with an I instead of an L. Dr. Carl T. Bartholomew. Even though a lot of this is taken, you still do have some grave sites right over here that are probably still available. This one looks like this might have been dug recently. I don't know what it is, but father and mother. I'll get a look here. No, actually, they might have just fixed up the ground a little bit. Lambert family, William and Lucy Lambert. Christina Hart, Anderson family, Caroline, Vines Davis right here, Pauline Kennedy right here, wife, William Junnert, I believe that's how that's pronounced. I really don't know. William Madeline, right here, his wife Amelia. Fuller, Dormus and Anna. I don't think I've ever heard that name, Dormus. John Meeker. Flavia Meeker, so obviously indication of possibly an Italian, you know, first name Flavia. Which, you know, when they first came here, the Italians, this was an area where there would have been, you know, a lot of German Catholics, and of course Italians being Catholics, they could easily marry into probably a German family, you know, because it's not uncommon for that to happen, or them to marry into Polish families as well, because the Polish and the Italians both came here around the same time, so that's a common combination. Shaw family, Henry B. Shaw, Margaret E. Shaw. Statler right here, Napoleon G. Statler, Martha Sims, G.W. Sims. Meeker family right here, so really nice headstone. And this one's really unique. I'm going to show this one in a second here. The one that's right over here to my right. Now this is a really pretty grave site. Henry Schneider, born in, he was born in Germany. I'm trying to see if I can pronounce it. Breitfurt, Rhine Falls, Germany, April 31st, 1941, died November 19th, 1903. Mary Snyder, born in Rhine Falls, Germany, November 6, 1939, died September 12th, 1929. As I've mentioned already before, Ohio, we had a lot of German settlers here in the 1800s. A lot of German Catholics settled here, as well as a few German Protestants. More German Catholic than anything else that settled this area. But this is a really unique and pretty grave site right here. Here's Henry's grave site right here, buried right here below. Mary Snyder. And possibly, I'm not sure what this one is, but nice flower pot right here. John A. Stein, World War II veteran, U.S. Army. Clifford S. Florence. Grooven family, or Gorvin. Bernard Gorvin. Ruthie Gorvin. Father. Mother. Guy family, Anna and Albert. Here's the Grooven family memorial right here. Harold Grooven. I believe this is World War I veteran, so obviously young men went off to war a lot earlier back in those days than what they did now. But here's more Wood family right here. Eliza Wood, John R. Wood, Arthur and Etta Wood right here. Isel Gurrier, Tao family, George Carroll, John Tao Ray Miller. So this was dedicated to the Tao family, I believe. Constantine Wood, James Hood, Evan Phillips, Ada Phillips, Rye Mert family right here. Mary A., wife of L.C. Wolfe, Lewis C. Wolfe, Father Henry Stein, Mother Lily Stein. Casttown fire, so I'm assuming this might be possibly connected to the Stein family. I'm pretty sure it is because there's their big monument. Well, actually, no, maybe not. Moore family, Michael Weston. This gravesite's only about 6 months old. His wife is still living, so maybe he might have died on the job. I really don't know, but Casttown is not far from here. I'm trying to think the exact direction, but it's in Miami County, I believe. Yeah, it's in Miami County. I do know that much. So maybe a Stein connection to that as well, to the Moore family. Stein brothers right here. John M. Stein, I covered that already. So you got a lot of Stein graves here too. Mary Stein, Christian Stein, Paul Stein. Sorry about my shadow being in the way, but sometimes it's not avoidable. Amelia Stein, John A. Stein, and Betty G. Stein. I'm going to cover that section over there on the next video. I don't know when I'm going to get these uploaded, but Rowe family, Gastineau, Jacob, Ethel Runyon, Virginia Rowe, Plezem, Moore family, Kenneth and Bruce, so obviously probably connected to that grave up there. Wolf brothers, two, Father, Daisy, Henry, John D. Wolfe, here's a nice little bench right here, which is, you see these two Schroeder family, where people will just have a bench for their burial plot, which is pretty nice too, you know. It's probably not the fanciest, it's not the most extravagant gravesite, but that's not important. Here's a silver maple right here. These used to be planted in a lot of people's yards as shade trees, and you know, back in the old days, 40s, 50s, and 60s, and unfortunately it later turned out to be a mistake, but I'm not going to really cover that here too much. But they used to get inside people's drain pipes and foundations, and they are in their fast growing trees, but I don't think as many people plant them now because of the problems they can cause with foundations and drain pipes. But Charles Schroeder family, Amelia Schroeder, Henninger, Theodore Clark, Lucy Clark, Earl E. Hicks, Clarabelle Hill, Clark Hicks. So I'm going to get ready to wrap this one up. I believe this is section, well, I'm going to cover this a little bit of this up front, and I'm going to wrap this one up on section 3 of the cemetery. John W. Slippy, Harvey E. Slippy, Martha M. Stotts, Cleon Slippy Grown, Sarah Aston. So JMW Wyatt family. So Joseph Wyatt, Mary C. Wyatt. So I'm going to wrap it up on this one from section 3 of the Forest Hills Union Cemetery.